All right. Hey everyone, good evening. Happy hump day. What's up, meow meow? What's up? Okay guys, we are getting ready for a Wednesday edition of our Pranayama class. So welcome, come on in. Make yourselves comfortable, right? Sit somewhere nice that you love, that is real. And we're gonna begin with a little bit of breath work, okay? Actually, it's all gonna be breath work. Alexa, play Meditative Mind.
Shuffling songs by Meditative
I
Mind.
really like the Meditative Mind channel. You can find them on, actually, Amazon Music. You can find them on YouTube. That's where I listen to them on YouTube. I create some playlists. So check them out. And use them as your ambient music since they use a lot of binaural beats and solfeggio frequencies. So it really helps to kind of align to your brave wavelength frequencies and just center you in that space, okay? Just help work with you. That being said, let's start sitting tall, relaxing the shoulders. And you always want to start to come into your body. Maybe that means that your breathing is slowing down a little bit. And let's actually sit long and take 10 breaths together. So just inhale. Exhale through the nose. Inhale through the nose. Exhale long and deep. So we're just taking a total of 10 breaths just to settle ourselves into our practice. Counting 5 more breaths as we lengthen up that spine. Maybe turn your palms up in a gesture of receiving and just feel your last 2 breaths. One more breath. Feeling the shoulders melting down and the spine growing taller. And now beginning a little ujjayi breathing. So for ujjayi, we're going to breathe as if we're making the sound of the ocean in our throat. So here at the throat, you kind of draw the chin a little bit down and you start to press the chin towards that space and take a big inhale. And a full exhale. And when you tilt the chin and press a little bit down, not too much, just a tiny amount, did you hear a little more wind or generated in your breath? If you did, that's the windpipe kind of stretching sideways, and you want to now use that technique to bring the inhales deeper. Let's try it. Tucking the chin a little, pressing in a little. Let's inhale. And exhale. Doing that ujjayi breathing, chin is a little down, pressing in as you inhale. Do you hear that expansion? And as you exhale. Now try to, in a very calm way, try to breathe in as long as you're comfortable. And breathe out. The trick to making your breaths a little bit longer is not to be too greedy. So when you inhale, go slow. And the slower you go, the longer your breath can extend. Try slowing down. Let's begin. Doing another one, nice and slow, practicing. And exhale. Now practice for 5 more ujjayi breaths, nice and slow, don't get greedy. Chin down, press gently, and begin. Taking the maximum of breath and exhaling slowly. Don't strain the breath, just accept your length. And enjoy the length of your exhale. And let's all do one more breath, just like that. Keep breathing, so don't stop breathing even as I explain. Inhaling and keep your exhales going, deepening them as you go. Let's place one hand on the abdomen and one hand on the chest. Continue your deep breath and feel what happens under your hands. Can you expand the chest, broadening the rib cage apart? Then as you exhale, can you melt the rib cage together? Practicing that movement. On the inhale, broaden that space. Exhale. Knitting together once more. And now with the hand that's on your belly, when you inhale, let it open. Exhale, let it draw back. And practice. Let's do 3 more from the belly. Two more. One more. And now breathe naturally. Feeling how the air goes back up, right, towards the nose, the nostril tips. It's no longer down here, moving everything around. So just be with your natural breath, no shadow. Be with your natural breath and just feel your body. Let's close our eyes and sit really tall. Turn your palms up in a gesture of receiving, and just tune in. Can you relax your jaw? Relaxing your shoulders. Relax relaxing your whole body and tuning in. Eyes open one more time. And let's start to breathe with that Ujjayi Pranayama. So we just nod our chin a little bit, press very gently towards the throat, just not a big deal. And we start to breathe in nice and deep. And exhale. And as you're doing this breathing, you might notice now, just become present to the abdomen moving in its natural rhythm out, the rib cage opening and expanding to hold more air. And then on the exhale, everything moves in. So now tune into that rhythm. Let's put our hands over our knees, eyes are closed, and just feel. Breathing in slow and deep, Ujjayi. Breathing out long and deep. Let's count 5 more breaths. The eyes are naturally closed, and the jaw and the cheeks release any tension in the face. Last breath here. And return your breath to normal. Eyes can open. So now we're going to progress into another breathing style. Remember how the abdomen bellowed out and pulled back, bellowed out and pulled back? The next breathing style is going to use that abdomen bellowing out and pulling back to control the pace. This breathing style is called Bhastrika, and it means to bellow. So I want you to imagine that your abdomen is a bellow to a blacksmith's forge, right? So think about a blacksmith pushing air to the forge to bring the flames bigger and brighter. Your abdomen is going to be that bellow to pump the air into the flames of the forge. So the rhythm of the breathing is going to look like a pump. And you want to give yourself some slack. Don't expect to go hard or fast. In the beginning, just feel the work with patience. Start with one hand on the abdomen so that you can feel the way out and in of the core. Don't expect big movement. It might be small movement, and that's quite all right. Let's start with an inhale through the nose. Feeling the belly expand. Now exhale from the nose and contract the belly. Do that again. Inhale. Exhale and contract the belly. So now we're doing it on purpose. We're consciously pairing the two. So work slowly. Let's practice 5 total. Two more. One last one. Now, keep your hand on the abdomen and we pick up the pace a little bit. Trust yourself here, don't overthink it. And let's begin. Inhale and let the belly go wide. I'm blowing the air from my nostrils. And the more I blow the air, the more pump in I get. Now follow the rhythm. Close the eyes if you trust it. Ten. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Keep your eyes closed and sit really tall and just observe your body. Notice the quality of your thoughts. Notice the feelings. And notice if you're having any judgment or dialogue. Now, we're going to do Bhastrika again. Same rhythm. So let's place our hand in our abdomen. We're going to start slow. So I want you to just inhale and let the belly go out. Now blow the air from the nostrils. Squeeze in. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze. We're going to pick up the pace. Close the eyes if you trust it. Exhale fully. Hold your breath now. And when you're ready, very gently breathe in. Now close your eyes and sit in meditative posture. Just keep the eyes closed. Observe your body. Observe the quality of your thoughts. When we hold our breath, we allow maximum efficiency in the oxygen and carbon dioxide exchange. Our blood oxygen levels do fall temporarily, and it allows our brain to use any capillaries or blood vessels that were previously dormant, improving the oxygenation into our brain. So healthy breath holding can improve cognitive function and awareness. Eyes open when you're ready. And we're going to go through our last round of Bhastrika. In this last round, again, at the end, you're going to exhale and hold your breath. I do this on video just to show that the breath is being held, because I can't talk. So, we're going to start with the right hand on the lower belly, sitting tall. Let's begin to breathe in and out through the nose, letting the belly expand on the inhale, and then contract on the exhale, just a reminder. Notice your breathing. Now we're going to speed it up, remembering that in the exhales, we kind of pump a little strong. We huff out. Here we go, 10 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fully exhale. When you're ready, inhale very gently, very lovingly, and just turn the palms up, sitting in the last meditation. Let's observe some silence, and just observe the quality of your mind. Beginning to come back and deepen the breath. Maybe taking a moment to notice. Were you able to experience calm in the mind, quiet in the mind, stillness? If that stillness came to you easily, it results from the breath technique. The breath techniques of Pranayama are powerful and effective. They don't even require much force or strain, yet they produce this beautiful bridge into meditation. And that's what it is, it's just a bridge. Now for those of us sitting cross-legged, stretch your legs. They probably tingle. If you're sitting in a chair, move about in your chair. Move about. Move about and free yourself for a moment. Yeah, it's not easy, but good for you. You did it, you showed up. Good, give the legs a little slap around. Just giving them a little beating. Not a big deal, just a little beat. Getting more and more. We have 4 minutes in class, and what I'd like to do there is open up a discussion. So I see today that we have repeat offenders. Hello, Danny. Hey, Mercy. Hello, everyone. Hey, Tara. Thank you guys. Hey, Al. Thank you guys all for coming on. Didier. Oh, my goodness. And I just want to thank you for being here. In case you are new, which most of you are not, so hurrah. We do this every Monday through Thursday. We meet at 6:30 and we do breathing exercise until 7 p.m. We always switch it up. I wish I told you I did the same ones all the time, but I don't. I like to switch it up, and I trust you guys to follow and learn. I think it's more interesting that way. But the point is that we breathe in order to bridge our mind into meditation. Because let's be honest, raise your hand if it's really easy for you to sit and meditate. I know, none of us. Most of the time, the mind has something to say, right? It's got a fantasy over here. Maybe it's a dirty thought. Maybe it's a fun fantasy of vacation. But it's doing stuff. It's a monkey mind. And that's what it's supposed to do. The mind can't shut off. It's serving you. Sometimes poorly, but it's trying its best to serve you. So we're going to work with it. We're going to work with the mind instead of trying to obligate it to turn off and create frustration. And the way we work with it is by using breath techniques to build awareness. The breath techniques create a state of slight hypoxia, which means the blood oxygenation levels drop. Normally your blood oxygen levels are quite high. They're in the 90s, high 90s. But when you hold your breath particularly, the blood oxygen levels drop into the low 90s or high 80s. For those of us that free dive or live at altitude, they drop even lower. And when our brain works at a lower blood oxygen level, it becomes clever. It doesn't just give up or get sleepy. It actually opens and turns on new blood vessels, new capillaries, and it lets new blood flow into those spaces instead of the same old general spaces. Now, because our brain is made up of millions, billions of folds, getting blood into those folds is really key to keeping the mind sharp, present, and young. By young, I mean curious and learning. Learning like you can learn and absorb. So having practices like this are going to give you more mental clarity and awakening. That's why it's such an easy bridge into meditation. So feel free to come on board and practice with me Mondays through Thursdays from 6:30 to 7 p.m. And by the way, I post these videos afterwards on the IGTV, so you can rewatch it. Let's say you want to do it in the morning. I think it's a good idea. Or share it. If you think your mom would love it, if your best friend would love it, if you've got a really stressed out brother and you want to help him, share it. It's short, it's easy. I try to be good with the explanations and light. And I enjoy sharing it with you guys. So thank you for being on. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I see you. And I appreciate you appreciating and supporting this. So thank you. Love you guys. See you tomorrow before we take our break for the weekend. Have a beautiful evening. Namaste.